What is up, friends? Welcome to another exciting episode of Tal'dorei Nights, the experience, the fields of wonder. Um, I'm your host, Philadelphia, and I'm here with a bunch of my other friends. And before we get started tonight, let's go around, say hello, round the horn. Who are you? Who are you playing tonight? Let's start out with Alex.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alex. I am playing Hosen Sunhelm, the rogue Rune Knight fighter. Pronouns are he, him for both myself and for Hosen. I am very excited to be here. Nothing bad is going to happen. I'm very excited.
um we'll see about that, but before we get into that, let's go over to Smitty next.
What's up, fam? I'm Smitty. I'll be playing second proper gangster tonight. Check it.
All right, Rain.
I am Rain. I will be playing Big Mama Mocha. She is a halfling circle of the swamp druid. Pronouns will be she, her, as am I, as she, and a her. And raspy. I identify as raspy. Night.
And finally, the man on the ones and twos, Jacob. And as always, I am your storyteller, your dungeon master, your game designer, and all around ambidextrous jack of all trades. I don't know. None of that is true. And let's make sure that we, as always, thank our artists for all the hard work that they've done to put together our overlays, which was done by Happy Capster, our character art, which is on those overlays, which is done by Gremlin Art, and finally, the intro that you are about to see here pretty soon was done by So Many Games. So big shout out to all of them. They do fantastic work, and you should hire them. Before we get into it, though, Jacob, any announcements? I know I'm going to be at PAX U this weekend. You're going to be at PAX U. What do you got going on?
Yeah. Also, I was totally muted on the stream during my intro. So, Cinema Garrist, Circle of the Wildfire Druid, Paragon, you get the fucking idea. Anyway, he, they pronouns. So, yeah, Bill and I will be at PAX Unplugged this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, downtown Convention Center. Takes it over. And really excited because not, on top of just doing random shenanigans and playing games and seeing people, going to be doing a couple panels. Both of them actually in the same place, the Crab God Theater. One's one room over from the other, 113B, 113C. Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be talking about how to GM TTRPGs for the first time and how one can embrace failure as part of that. And I'll be, actually, Maria, aka Happy Capster, will be moderating that panel, and I'll be on it along with Waffles, D&D Jordan Lee, and a couple other people that I can't remember right now, because I'm looking at the website, like the professional that I am. So that's on Friday. On Saturday, same time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Crab God Theater, we'll be doing the Asexual Bard panel, Beyond the Tropes, talking about our experience in the TTRPG space, being Ace, Claudia, who's going to be moderating that, and I'll be joined by Mike Bales, Maria, aka Happy Capster, and a couple other really awesome folks. And also, if you see Bill and I, you can come get this really cool business card, because I forgot earlier that we've never literally showed these on stream before. And what's really cool is it's got, you can kind of see it a little better now, there we go, way better now. It's got our Twitter handles and stuff, and our Twitch stuff. And what's really cool is on the back of it, even though you can probably barely see it from here. Uplifting diverse stories and streamers, which is what the fuck we're all about. So I'll be handing those out.
Fantastic. So let's have let's go. Hold on. I wrote this down.
Did you?
Let's go on a sad venture.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
I'm so mad venture right now.
So Mad Venture. Let's go to BK.
Welcome back. We were just talking about how long Smitty is able to hold his end. I'm not sure what that was a reference to, but that is definitely something that was said. A little peek behind the scenes for you all. So we have a lot to get through tonight. So I am just guarding my entire recap, and I'm just gonna go right off the cuff here. So oh man, I should not have chat open while I do things.
Especially when you GM on stream. It is always a mistake every time. I have made it too.
Just the jokes get you off. Well, not that.
Here we go.
Listen. We have too much to do.
Oh my god.
Actually, this is a good time to mention this. Like,
wow,
all day long I've been multitasking like 8 different things, and so my brain is absolutely fried. So I was trying to explain things to my wife earlier on today, and I was like struggling to get through sentences. So this is how the night is gonna go.
Let's go.
I am completely frazzled. Okay, anyway, so recap of last week. So after that little battle that you had inside of the dungeon, that you went north through the dungeon and found another one of these little portals that had a big, massive pile of bones that was right next to it. Second went over and used their prayer rug, I believe, or something along those lines to cover up that portal to protect it from generating any new creatures. During that time, Cinnabon had already kind of ran forward somewhat haplessly into the dark, leaving the majority of his companions behind, but pausing when he found a skeletal guard that hadn't really seen him yet and just waited standing there. Cinnabon continued to hear the screams and then waited a little bit for his friends to join him. And then as he inched closer, he saw what he always kind of expected in the back of his brain, which is that there was something terrible happening to his family. At that point, Cinnabon rushed in and tried to save his twin sister. Honeybun, who was just in the process of being drained somehow from some sort of mechanism in the floor. A fight with these guards pursued, and you were all able to get Honeybun out of the manacles and save her. Unfortunately, you were too late to save Cinnabon's parents, who were directly opposite inside of these alcoves, and they were completely drained. And unfortunately, they were holding hands at the time, so they were kind of frozen in this embrace. Then, after a brief conversation, you all heard that the others needed to be saved as well. And you went further north. Another battle ensued with some other guards that were protecting this huddled mass of bunnies, and they were all kind of protecting each other and saving each other. And then after dispatching the guards and kind of speaking with your siblings, it was decided that they should probably go topside while you all continued on. And that is where I'm going to pick it up here now. So over to you all. What would you like to do? Do you want to have a chat about anything or anything on your minds?
I believe the last thing that Sullivan said to Big Mama Mocha was, let's go get your family.
Yeah, let's go find her. Now, is your family gonna be okay? Can they make it back all right?
Kind of look to second. I think right now, I just need to hold on to the hope that they will be. Because right now I don't know about really anything else.
All right.
And in the departure, Brioche, who is taking the de facto lead role here, so remind me exactly what the agreement was, that he was going to go exit and then kind of wait a little bit outside of the Shade Barrow, and you would meet him there.
He was gonna grab the cart and
Right.
And essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Meet
Okay,
up.
cool.
The plan was to meet up, hide in a place where I could find them.
Okay, perfect.
So if that's what they were going to do, I never would have cast my thing at the end of the last game. They started to.
That was the initial plan, and then I think you did that.
So I mean, I don't know if they're leaving or not, but
if you cast it, they're gonna chill. I think would be my ask.
Well, so I mean, Smitty, you're perfectly capable of retconning. Like, I have no argument against that.
Yeah.
Fully, like,
it's just up to what you as them decide to do.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not going to decide. Well, I guess they are NPCs, so that is kind of my
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah, it is. All right, you're GMing this. All good.
So I think, probably in that case, Brioche would look over at the place where your parents are and kind of forlornly look at you and say, "No, I can't be in here anymore. And I'll find a place, it'll be safe, and you should be able to find us, no problem."
And he'll say in Druidic, "Just whistle. I'll just whistle in Druidic, and that's what Mom would do."
That's right. And kind of turns, make sure that all the kids are going to follow him, and then starts heading out.
Cool.
So Smitty, you take back that spell slot since that would not be applicable.
Cool.
All right.
Big Mama Mocha, since you know who we're looking for, would you like to take the lead here?
All right, so I guess since we're heading over this direction, we might as well head over yonder. And so she points, I guess, northwards.
Okay.
We're supposed to be heading over that direction.
Okay. So I want to focus a little bit on the sensory aspect, because I think it bears repeating here. You all have not really been paying too much attention to the sounds, because at first you were mostly trying to get around the skeletal remains and figure out that whole situation. And then once you started hearing the screams, I would like to assume that the majority of you were mostly focused on that. Now,
100%.
without that noise and without that fear and like the hearts beating inside of your chests about what you were about to find, you take maybe a second to notice that everything is perfectly quiet in here. There's no sounds besides the each of your breath. And as you breathe, because it is so cold in here, you now notice that you're able to see your breath. And then after a couple of seconds, your ears adjust and you hear chatter. Somebody is talking, but it is difficult to determine a direction because it is extremely echoey, as though it has been kind of bouncing off of the insides of these walls. But if you would like to make a perception check, perhaps you could determine some sort of direction.
Right? I'll head.
17.
25.
Ish.
Nice.
All right. So with a 25, Cinnabon, you recognize that it is coming from a certain direction, more towards the southeast. And I just want to, like, I know we're on the RP screen right now, but so for the audience, this isn't necessarily something that they would know. But I just want to say to you all that I have now pretty much entirely scrapped this map itself. So like, just don't pay attention to the map anymore. I'm actually going to bring you to like a blank screen.
Okay,
Just
that's fair.
so that you don't get distracted by that. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So there is a passageway that leads off to the southeast. And unlike where you have come from, it is completely dark. It does not have any sort of that blue refractive light from the things in the floor. So it is kind of going off into the distance. Darkness.
Big Mama Mocha will absolutely cast Produce Flame.
Cinnabon will as well.
Perfect. All right.
I need to
Yeah.
admit something to you all. It's certainly obvious considering what happened, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to do when I see whoever or whatever caused this.
And that's bad.
I don't know. It's just not. I don't think that I'll be thinking with my brain, if that makes sense. You know, I mentioned sort of the balance between nature and fire, and I feeling very, very fire. And that's when he casts Produce Flame and tosses it on the his staff.
Hosen kind of pipes up a little bit. What you witnessed, what you're going through, is horrific. It is traumatic. You are the bravest person I know for seeing all this and continuing on this path. Whatever expression, whatever emotions you feel are completely valid. We will be right here for you. If you're looking for wisdom or advice on what to do in this situation, I don't know.
I I need this to mean something. I need to ensure that what happened to my family doesn't happen to any other families. Otherwise, I would just go home. And there's a large piece of me that wants to just run. But then it doesn't mean anything. And then we came here for absolutely nothing. All this stuff is connected somehow.
I think Hosen just gives you a hug again. Reaches out for a hug, I should say. Of just like, that is. I kind of looked at everybody and kind of repeat what Big Mama Mocha once said of like, that sounds like a hero to me. Of someone who, you know, we saved your family. They are safe. And you want to continue to make sure this happens to nobody else.
But my family isn't
And-
safe, Hosen. My parents are dead, and my brothers and sisters are making a bet.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't think that I'm brave or a hero right now, if I'm being honest. I'm just doing what I said I would do.
You are allowed to be madder than a wet hand. You absolutely allowed to. Okay? You can be sad. You can be angry. You are going to be with us the whole time. Because what you just saw, yeah, unspeakable. And we will avenge your family.
I don't think that'll be good enough.
You're right. It may not be. But it'll be a step in a direction.
Nods.
Second is standing away from the group and stopped walking the moment that Cinnabon started sharing these emotions, and began to shake their head when Big Mama Mocha mentioned avenging the loss. Thinks for a second. Clears her throat. Listen, kid. I can't say I agree with what you're doing out here on the road. I think you're going to get yourself killed. But I understand it. My brother, he was a farmer. He lived next to this other farmer. They got into it every once in a while, squabbling back and forth. One winter it got particularly bad and there was an argument. So the dipshit that lived next to my brother, you know what he did? He came over and he burned all my brother's fucking crops. Now, my brother got drunk, got stupid, went next door and burned all his neighbors' crops. You know what happened to him? They both died that fucking winter because they didn't have anything to eat. I'm just saying. Part of me understands your point of view.
He kind of lets that sort of wash over him.
I understand that evil begets evil. And so we would try our damnedest with all of our plans to not beget.
Second, do you believe that the Everlight was with my parents in their last moments? Okay.
Second pulls out a piece of paper and quickly begins to scrawl something, which I will send you directly.
Okie dokie.
So, while this is happening,
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to tell the audience members that the working title for this episode was going to be The Climax, parentheses, Giggity. And I'm kind of glad that we didn't go with that sort of gutter humor and then lead off with this sort of thing. You know, thematically it just didn't seem right. So thank you to Twitch's what would you call it, like auto mod thing, for preventing us from putting our proverbial foots in the mouth.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. 100%.
The bill filter or the bilter.
The builder.
The Bilter. And he'll read the piece of parchment, I suppose. And for the folks at home, it says, the Everlight was, but we weren't. We can save people. And he'll kind of fold it up nicely and sort of stick it in his robes. And he'll kind of pat it, look to you second, and just say, a reminder. Big Mama Mocha, after you. And he'll point to where he heard this stuff. This to the southeast.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Yep.
All right. So you continue on. Please let me know if you're specifically being sneaky, which would necessitate stealth checks, but if not, that's perfectly fine as well. So you continue on into this dark tunnel. And the tunnel itself starts out with these very rough edges, almost as though it were kind of like haphazardly, sort of accidentally carved into the rock that's around it. But as you continue on, you see that roughness into the walls begins to gradually smooth out. And maybe about 50 feet into this tunnel now, you recognize that it is completely like polished. And as you are holding your produced flames, there is almost like it's so well polished that there is almost a kind of reflection off of it. And you start to hear the chatter a little bit more clearly now. And in fact, the next thing that you hear is the clearest thing that you have heard. It is a very surprised, very aggravated, "What? Okay." No, not the second thing, just the first one. I'm sorry.
I
couldn't help
fucking
myself.
I fucking cannot handle you tonight.
You know, one more we got like, yeah.
Unity.
I'm sorry. Couldn't help myself.
Oh,
Okay, so no, not the second part, just the what.
What a 1-2 punch between the previous scene and this.
And then and the next thing you hear is, and I think now that you're all kind of tuned into this, I don't think you're all going to need to make rolls.
Okay.
However, and especially because this is reverberating off of this long tunnel, because as you've been going, there has been no deviations, no branches, no tributaries, no nothing. This is just one long tunnel. And that now has created it is clear the direction, and there is a bit of an acoustics boost from the geography of this. And you hear the question being asked, do we have enough? And the response being, yes, I think so. We should forge ahead and see whether this is a problem that will resolve itself.
Are either of those voices... Oh, could you continue? Sorry.
No, please, go ahead. What was your question?
I was going to ask if either of those voices were familiar to me.
One of them certainly was. In fact, one of them was familiar to all of you.
The wizard?
Hey, I don't know.
Fucking A.
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm just making stuff up.
Interesting.
Thoughts?
And we can't tell how far the voices are from us, right? They just kind of like just traveling down the hallway.
So I will allow you to make a perception check to see whether or not you can discern this. Now it's going to be a very difficult perception check because it is these reverberations are making the ability to see or rather to hear too far is very difficult.
Okay, we'll try. 15.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not good enough. You cannot pinpoint it. With a 15, what I will say is you can't pinpoint it, but you know that it is. Well, I'm not giving you any information that you don't already know. I mean, like it's close enough to hear, right? So, like, it's not far.
I kind of whisper to the group, do we want to approach stealthily at this point.
Does the talk continue, Bill?
No. However, the talk morphs into a chant. And it is not any sort of chant. It is something that I don't think any of you have heard before.
Okay.
And I am playing it. I just can't hear it.
Oh, I can hear it.
There we go.
Benedictine monks, right?
That's what the MP3 is, but in game, no.
The BBEG all along, the Catholic Church.
Of course. Kind of looking to Hosen. I think so.
All right. I put
Anyone
on my
else?
cloak.
Anyone else feeling one of those voices is quite familiar?
Rings a bell to me.
Agreed.
Let's see if we can confirm before we act on that.
All right. Feel free to make stealth checks.
Cool.
Not good. Not good, Bob. That's a Mad Men reference.
Right.
19.
Momoka is 5.
Okay.
That 7.
11.
Well, had a good run, everybody.
I'm going to contest it with an insight check. We'll see. Or
Insight?
perception.
Okay.
Who's
Whatever
low?
their worst stat.
Roll low, Bill. Roll fucking low.
All right. Didn't roll that low, unfortunately for you all.
This is fine.
So, Big Mama, I imagine you're going first, but tell me if I'm wrong. I only imagine that simply because of Cinnabon's suggestion earlier.
Yes, she is first.
Okay, cool. So this is what happens. So you are following this tunnel, and because you can't exactly pinpoint because of the reverberations, the distance that you're supposed to be going, it is difficult for you to see that just up ahead there is a quick elbow to the left, and it comes up a little bit faster than you would expect, and you sort of like stumble a little bit as you are like again surprised by the fact that this thing is right up on you, and you kick your feet a little bit in trying to prevent yourself from like just popping out there, and in so doing, like your boots make a kind of a squeak on this very pristine floor of this tunnel. But you have not turned around the corner yet, so you don't know what looks out there. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
you haven't seen what is out there.
Yeah, it's one of those like you hit the twig, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, right.
I'm sitting here sounding like NBA, like, basketball court.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what that's it. What would y'all like to do?
I just like hold it like a hand up and wait.
I pull out my sword and wait as well.
Whose elbow, by the way? Did I just run into somebody's elbow?
And on tonight's episode of Billisms.
Elbow, like the turn. It's a 90-degree turn.
Right.
Oh.
I
Makes much more
knew
sense.
what it was, but I was just like, I'm gonna leave it.
a weird term, I know.
I'm
Oh.
like, who was in front of me? All right. Cool. All right.
Yeah, previous campaign we had what's the thing with the gate in like catacombs and stuff?
Portcullis.
Yes. Yeah, no, there's another word that was your comeuppance, but it's fine.
What do you guys
So-
want to do?
I'm waiting to hear anything that happens. Does the chanting stop? Does it continue?
No.
Both of those things can be true.
I warned you. That
No, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. We're cool. We're just
Oh.
It's totally cool.
Trust
It just wasn't a yes or no question. It was
you
a
asked
which
two
one?
subsequent yes or no questions.
Yeah. It was a which one? Which one?
Right. Okay. And
So, is the chanting continuing, Bill? Yes or no?
okay. The chanting does continue.
Okay. Should we continue?
I will say, however, that you all can tell that the reverberations have mostly stopped. What you are getting is no longer echoes. You are close enough to know that what you are getting is like pure sound waves.
Mm-hmm.
See if we get closer.
You all want to turn the corner?
Yes. Big Mama Mocha would like to ready a spell.
Okay.
Melf's acid arrow level 2.
Okay.
Damn.
Badass.
Badass.
We doing it.
Just
We
ready.
doing
It's
it.
just like, just kind of like in her hand, just kind of like just sitting there, just ready.
Yeah. Okay. Inside of the palm of your hand, there's like some green bubbles kind of percolating that right there.
Mhm.
Jacob, you said you were about to say something, or did I misinterpret?
I was. Since Big Mama Mocha is up front. Did you want to pick around the corner? Or shall I?
Yeah.
Go for it. I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
All right. So Big Mama, I'm gonna drop you and you alone into this.
I love that.
That's
As-
Take
So-
note, everybody. That's great.
My counter to that, Bill, is the audience. Well, never mind. We're not showing the audience stuff yet.
Yeah,
Never
they'll
mind.
see. They'll see.
Oh, you've made some moves, have you? I see.
they'll
Look
see.
at you. Cool.
Prep the battle stations, Jacob.
I love you. I love you so much.
I'll turn on the shields. Great.
Right? Great.
So, and now I'm going to say that you have just a brief look, and then I brought you back to this map.
Yeah.
Oh, the fam at home didn't see anything then.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
So, Big Mama, would you like to describe to your companions what they saw?
Oh, great stuff. Love that. I love this so much. It's so good.
All right. So there is a long hallway, and it opens up to this vast chamber. I'm verklempt right now because, guys, I think I saw my aunt at the far end. I can't tell anything else. I just know she's down there. I could feel her too. But that's a ways. And so she's trying to describe like if it's maybe I don't know, maybe like 100 or so feet. But closer to us, there are quite a few figures. I can't make out, but there's about half a dozen of them. And I think those are the ones that are doing the chanting.
All right.
Hopefully that was my photographic memory. That
Perfect.
isn't really.
Perfect. Loved it.
Does it say it's true or not? Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Love it.
Anyone that we would recognize?
Is there anyone that she? Oh, is there anyone that she would recognize?
Yes.
Aside from Auntie is one.
Aside from the auntie.
Yeah, that's right. So standing right next to Auntie is a very large, bald, shirtless man in a white riding cloak, wielding a greatsword.
Cinnabon recasts Produce Flame. And then remembering the note that second gave him, closes his fist and just squeezes it. And tries to like exhale this anger. And then has a thought. Did you see the nurse?
I don't think I did. I saw my own, and that's what I honed in on. I'm sorry.
This is spectacular. You know how in every good show, like there's one of the actors that'll just kind of look into the camera and just be like, "Isn't this a great motherfucking show, everybody?" And just go right back to their lines. Yeah, that's kind of just what I did.
I just saw the biggest fucking grin on Bill's face, and I was like,
"Yep, shit-eating grin."
Great fucking question. We got to stop this. Hosing gets visibly shaky, anxious. We have to go in. We have to do something.
Yes, we do.
I think it's about time we become the party crashers.
How would you like to party crash? Crash the party? I don't know that. I don't know that turn of phrase. We didn't learn that in common school.
So when there's a party, there's a gathering happening at the moment, and we are going to disrupt what they are doing. So in other words, we are going to crash their party.
I would really like that a lot. Yes, thank you.
I second that.
You have to be careful, and we have to be better. Second will hold up a finger and then disappear. And second is going to start walking into the room, cast guidance on themselves.
All right.
As second leaves, you just hear Cinnamon just say, "They really are the best of us."
They really are.
He is second to none, I tell you what.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, this plan's not going to work at all. Okay.
Great.
It's already done.
Yep.
And actually, because I think the next portion of the episode is just going to get just hog wild. I think I know it's early, but this is probably a good place to take our break.
Okay.
And let's do that.
Do we want to give the folks a preview of what to see? What we'll see?
No.
No pressure. It's cool.
No.
I'm just offering.
I like very much the cognitive dissonance of like different players not knowing what's coming. And,
Sure.
Yeah, it's so
that
good.
was
Yeah.
really cool.
No, dude, it's really cool. Well done.
So
It's fine.
so
It's fine.
I'm gonna pause it
Fine.
right now,
Look
and
at
then we'll come back in about 10 minutes.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you, Ted.
See you
And
in a few.
No telling anybody
worries.
about what you're looking at.
See y'all in a few.
All right, and welcome back. We are just on the cusp of figuring out what the root of this big misunderstanding is. I'm sure that this is something that we can just, talk out, and there's not going to be any battles here tonight.
Which is exactly why Bill didn't said to me to go to the battle map. Oops.
That's right.
Oops.
Okay, so here is what I would like to do.
It's the afternoon tea map, actually.
So first, before we, I know I'm contradicting myself a little bit, bless you. But before we actually do anything, I would like to put us into initiative order, because I think it's going to matter.
For afternoon tea?
Yes, I mean it's very important who drinks tea first. Okay, Hosen got a 16. Second got a 9.
9, 14 for Big
Let's
Mama.
go. 14. Perfect.
19 for Cinnabon.
All right.
Let's go. Poetic.
19.
He's got a +6 to initiative. He's
Hell yeah.
ready to go.
All right.
He's with his chest out.
Sandwich chest.
Oh, that's a very good roll.
For no one. Nobody at all.
Not at all. For
That is a very bad roll.
for the tea for the tea person. Tea people? Waitress?
Oh shoot! I need to.
Do we roll for crumpets, or is that something that the?
That's a good question.
Yes. And the cucumber sandwiches.
Oh,
You gotta have the cucumber sandwiches.
ooh.
Cricket? You got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
Crumpets.
Anybody know the reference? Anybody
Nope.
know the reference?
Not a clue.
It was
No
Casey
clue.
Jones in the first original Teenage Mutant.
Oh
Ninja
wow, that's a blast from the
That's
past.
a throwback.
Damn.
That is
I
a
love
super
song.
throwback.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. It was Raphael to Casey Jones in that first.
Yeah, I was gonna say your accent is very Raphael.
I was going to say it was a terrible Raphael.
I didn't say it was good, Smitty. I didn't say it was good.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do now, and in fact, I'm now gonna bring everybody into the thing, because I'm gonna start giving like descriptions of the sort of things that Smitty sees, and I don't feel like having you all take your headphones off and then describing it again. So this is what Second sees right now. So
wow.
beginning from the bottom up, what you see is 8 bald mages that have cowls that have been put around their shoulder, and they're wearing this beautiful cerulean blue robe. And to Rain's point earlier, they are in fact chanting at this moment. They are currently surrounding, more or less, a shrine in the middle, and the shrine has some blood kind of scraped across it, or not scraped, laid across it in a ritualistic fashion. And then there is a person on that shrine, but from the distance right now, and given that the fact that this person is lying down, presumably dead, you cannot tell who that is. Now, further up, there is a massive structure. And this massive structure has these kind of strange tentacles flowing out from on top of it. And they are dipping into this liquid that is essentially everywhere. And this liquid is, I know it doesn't look the same as it did in the previous map, but just go with me that it is exactly the same bluish color that was in the floor where Cinnabon, you found your family. And on top of the structure that is it seems to be some sort of skull-shaped structure containing something. From your perspective, let's just say you can't see what's in there just because of the height differential, but it is containing something because you can see that those tendrils are coming out of the top of it. Standing on the front in a bit of a small triangle. You see 3 figures. Bless you.
Yeah.
The one that is closest to you is, in fact, Yeti that you saw before. And he is looking directly in the direction of the entrance, seemingly on watch. Now I want to exercise
Which one?
This one here. This guy. You see
Okay,
him?
got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Jason from Friday the 13th. Got it. Cool.
Yeah, that's right. So and I just want to exercise a little bit of differential here because I want to make sure that the 3 of you who are not currently in the room don't know that he is watching the entrance. But second, you know. Then behind on the left is, of course, this is a very kind of old, stout woman that has these beautiful platinum braids that are kind of coming all the way down to her waist, and she is currently in the moment. She has this grasp of a tuft of hair, and the hair is of all different colors. There is some blonde in there. There is some brunette. There's a few little things of redhead in there as well. So you can tell that this is not all from the same person. And she is chanting on top of the chanting a separate incantation, holding up this hair. On her left, there is another figure that nobody of you have seen before, and this is a older man with this with very dark skin and piercing, protruding green eyes, and these wonderful locks of brownish hair that are perfectly contained inside of kind of like a man bun on the back. And he is also dressed in a cowl with these really fine robes, but it is not cerulean blue like the ones on the ground. It is crimson red, and he currently is facing Anti-Chai and making his own incantations at her. Second, I'm going to kick this over to you. Now, we're not technically in initiative now, but we can always transition to that. So let's call this kind of like a surprise round of sorts, and then we're going to go to
A second
the rest
round
of the crew.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Second walks up invisibly,
Okay.
and we'll head here.
Okay.
I would like to know
Yes.
the man who is incanting towards Anti-Chai.
Yes.
Is he holding a staff, a wand? Does he have a ring? Is there anything about him that would indicate there's some sort of magic focus about him?
Make a perception check. You are very far away.
Let's go.
Holy shit.
LF.
fucking let's go.
Natty 20 folks at home.
From 120 feet away, second, you are able to see.
I was fucking part eagle on my mother's side.
Second, you are able to see that this figure has a necklace choker around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And hanging from that is a glowing medallion of sorts.
Okay. I am ready to do some shit whenever you're ready to take some shit, Bill.
Okay.
Amazing.
So
20.
I'm so excited.
So I want to kick it to the three of you because second is now in the room and you have no idea what they're doing.
So, I think I assume we're going to get some sort of signal, but I don't know.
Yeah, I never know. Like, do we think second needs a distraction? Should we?
I think not.
I can.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have turned into invisible. So,
True. I could be very stealthy. I could take a look to see what's inside and kind of go from there. I don't really know.
let's
Want to wait and see?
give it about 6 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
First
all right
round's
then.
on you.
There we go.
All right
Oh.
then. I will kick it back to you, Smitty, for second rounds.
I would like to do 3 things.
Okay.
Fun.
Let's go.
Action. Dispel magic on the dude's choker. 120 feet.
Fucking amazing.
Is that the range of?
That's the range for me.
That's literally the range, yeah.
I need to go up 1. I can go up 1.
Yeah, you have to move up 1. Yeah. Okay.
Bonus action. Hypnotic pattern from my shield in the 30-foot box that hits these 6 people.
Okay.
Lastly, I would like second, we'll be out
Visible.
there when they do all the stuff. Lastly, they will shout Plan D as in do now, as loud as they can.
There it is.
Oh, good call.
All right. Okay.
All right, I will put the spells for your benefit into the.
Yeah, please make your dispel magic roll.
Oh boy.
I roll.
Let the games begin.
Ability check using your spellcasting ability. All right, so +4. So this +4. 23, baby.
Holy shit.
Yes. Let's
Oh
go.
my god.
Second's big day.
Yeah.
Okay. So interesting. Let me just read the description of the spell.
Sure.
13th level spell.
Yeah, pretty much. Man, this is some weird deja vu shit from the end of Eulalia 5e Redwell story.
Okay, so here, let me read Dispel Magic now. Because I Okay, so there
plot
seems to be
thickens.
a discrepancy. And I will cast this out to you all to see whether or not the discrepancy makes sense the way I interpret it.
All right.
Okay, so the spell is Gaius.
Yep.
So Gaius says you can end the spell through 3 separate spells, which I'm not going to say right now, and I encourage you to not Google. None of them are Dispel Magic.
Right.
Now, Dispel Magic says any magical effects. So what do we do here?
I think it's the spell. If I'm being honest.
The specific trumps general, so Gaia should stand. And for the record, the reason I chose the object is because I assumed I wasn't going to be able, if it was something like that, I would have been able to stop it.
Sure.
So I was looking for if there was an object that gave him a bonus to a thing, more spells, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Got it.
If it's just a focus, it's not going to do anything. But
Okay. Yeah, so it is just the focus, but I think I like the idea so much that I'm going to have an effect on stuff that happens later.
I love that.
Cool.
But I'm not going to tell you right now. So you'll see what that effect is.
Cool.
Love
Okay,
it.
cool. I like
And
I
then-
like the specific Trumps general. That makes a lot of sense to me.
I've never heard that term before, and I love it.
Yep.
The 6 bald mages also have to roll a wisdom save of 15.
Yep, perfect. Will do.
Two here.
All right.
And we have no idea what happened. Oh, amazing.
We just blow through this real quick.
Take your time. We got time.
Top left
Got time.
We got time.
Oh, whoops,
is
that was
a. Let me pull up.
Oh,
here.
wow.
16.
And you said wisdom, so this is +1. 17. 14.
Good.
14 misses.
14, they are impacted by it.
Okay.
They're charmed.
All right. Perfect. That 16.
They succeed.
Okay. Perfect. That's a fail. And that's a 15.
Let's see. Does that go to the? I think that beats it.
Ty goes the runner.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a save.
Was
And
not expecting a
then-
baseball reference tonight. Amazing.
19.
Okay.
Ooh, so you got 2
Out of 6?
out of the
Woof.
6. Okay.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing. So they stand there and do you mind giving me a little bit of flavor of what the hypnotic pattern looks like?
So
Great spell.
as I say the shield's command word, which is Serenray, a phoenix, silver phoenix, flies off of the shield and quickly circles in the area of hypnotic pattern before it breaks into just 1,000 multicolored, fragmented feathers that dazzle.
Dazzles and sparkles.
You're muted if you're talking, Bill.
So now you are no longer invisible, right?
Oh, definitely not.
Super
Perfect.
not.
Super
Okay.
duper not.
And now we are going to hop into initiative.
Yep.
And-
we had,
Cool.
we had 3 different signals.
I'm gonna switch up the music.
I'm scared.
I don't remember what this
Is
one
this-
sounds like. Let's try this one.
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna start with the mysterious male up next to Anti-Chai, who does nothing aside from concentrate on continuing the spell. Cinnabon, you're up next.
Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see. Where
While you're deciding, I do want to just quickly highlight the fact that this is Archie, and if you
Right.
wouldn't, I showed this to the people prior to the stream, but for the audience, this was something that Crystal Fear did for us. So
Thank you,
very
Crystal.
much to Crystal, and it's fantastic, and I love the.
I love
the
it so much.
butt.
I'm
With the
a big
Corgi
fan.
booty.
It's a call Gabode. Okay. So boy, oh boy, lots of stuff. Got a big old butt. So first things first. We're gonna run the hell on in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be right here. And as he runs up, he'll just say, "Second, pick a target."
And will. Oh, I don't know. Second freezes.
Oh shit! Interesting.
Like begins to lift their arm and then thinks about what you're saying and what you're asking them to do, and then stops.
And he, for the sake of that, like in the middle of that, he's casting Produce Flame.
Which is why
Okay.
second freezes.
Okay, I
Love
it.
that. Love that. And he'll toss it at one on the left here.
Okay, perfect. Make that roll.
18 to hit.
18, it will hit.
And because of my enhanced bond, there is an additional D8 of damage here. Next to Corgi Butt. And that's going to be 8 points of fire damage as the fire is loft to the side. And with my bonusy action here, how do I move him? There we go. Oh, Bill, I need permissions to move my Corgi Butt.
Oh. Permission?
Specifically my fire Corgi Butt. 1, 2, 3,
Exactly.
4, 5, 6.
I can't believe that I didn't already do this. Oh, I didn't save it. That's why. All right. You should have access now.
All right. Corgi Butt right here.
Perfect.
And I think that might be me. Let me just verify really quickly.
Hosen's up next, by the way, in case you can't see the initiative turn order.
Cool. Thank you.
Let's see. Is it? Okay, cool. And he's gonna follow up with his traditional go-to, which is that over towards the same particular person.
All right.
22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're rolling hot tonight, man.
I think it's appropriate.
Actually, rolls generally have been very good.
6 points of fire damage.
All right. Okay, so you have done a total of 14 damage. But in flavor terms, what you see in front of you is kind of this surprised mage that basically didn't see you coming because they were paying attention to their chanting and not the intruders from the south wall. And when you hit them with one after another fire-based spells, their eyes kind of like completely go wide open, and this one stops chanting and then looks at you. And you could see that like the robes itself have like burnt away a little bit, revealing their chest. And on their chest, you can see that there are some strange markings. But there's not enough of the chest revealed to get a better look. Hosen, you're up.
At the end of his turn, Cinnabon's looking at that mage
Yeah.
with a stone look on his face. Do you yield? I'm not here for you.
You can see him starting to charge a spell.
Fair enough. That's me.
Hosen looks over to Big Mama Mocha and goes, "Do you want to go straight for Auntie Chai?"
That I do.
I'll distract the Yeti. And he will shout at the top of his lungs, growing into his giant form. Shouts, "Yeti! It's time for that rematch." Pulls out his sword, moves 25 feet forward, charges right down lane, kind of ends up by Cinnabon. Right around where the corgi is.
Okay.
And that is I pet Archie a little bit.
As you do. Who's a good boy?
You got it. If you got
got
that
it.
corgi, you got it.
You take 1d4 fire damage. It's adorable. It's adorable.
It's adorable fire damage.
Can't really do much. I shout like, "It's time for that rematch." I pull out my crossbow and I shoot a crossbow bolt at the same mage that Cinnamon was attacking earlier.
Okay.
And that'll be my action.
All right. Sounds good.
And that is a 9 to hit.
A 9 will not do it.
I say this badass line, and then I miss a point blank shot. This is going great. And that will be my turn.
Okay, perfect. Then we go to the Yeti. And the Yeti turns around and says to the guy behind him, loud enough so that you all can hear.
Perfect.
It seems the ingredients have escaped. Don't worry, I'll handle this. And you see him pull out his greatsword and then just start charging. And he dashes 60 feet. And during this dash, he slides down the front end of this structure and then leaps off of it into kind of this front area right here, and then jumps up on top of the pedestal. And he raises his greatsword, points at Hosen, and says, "Round 2.
Fight.
Fight!"
It is
All right.
on. Oh, actually, one question for you, Bill. With like the streams that are like parallel to us, you said it was like the same bluish color. Does it have the same effect of like drawing strength at all, or is it just kind of stagnant? You don't really know. Cool.
I mean, you tell me with your actions.
Cool. That'll be my turn.
Okay, cool. Big Mama, you are up next.
Okay. So, DM, can I never expelled my acid arrow. Am I able to absorb it back in, or does it just kind of go away? Like what?
Yeah, the way I kind of envisioned it is that you were in the process of starting to cast it, but you never actually did. So that's perfectly fine. You can change that up.
Okay. So she's gonna go ahead and wild shape into a black bear.
Nice.
And she is going to
Oh, this music mix is awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and she is going to, it's, how far can she run? Because you said I can't, actually
As a black bear, you can take
I can go 40.
the speed of the black bear. So you could go 40 normally, or you could dash and go 80.
Dashing 80 puts her right at Yeti.
Yeah.
And that would,
but you would have no turn left. You could do a bonus action, but you could not do an action.
right. Yeah, that's my
Actually, no, because
action.
bonus action would
I
be
have-
to. Right. Okay. Never mind.
Right, so yeah, that would be my action and my bonus action of wild shaping and then dashing.
Yeah, that's right. So that would be the end of your turn.
All
Wait.
right.
It's an action to dash, right?
It is an action to dash. Isn't a bonus action to go into your wild shape?
Not if you're not. Only if you're
No,
circle of the
on
moon.
this
Druid.
one.
Oh.
Yeah, mine
okay.
it does say I have to use an action
Yep.
in order to go ahead and do that.
Got it. Okay. Then in that case, you would not be able to
So
dash.
just 40.
Correct.
Okay. So, can she? Well, you know what? It's all right. She's gonna come. Well, hold on. Click the wrong buttons. All right. You know what? I am gonna learn how to do this. There we go. There is 40 feet.
Hey, we love that for you.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. So she scooches up here. This one right there. That's her action, or I'm sorry, her movement. Now she's multi-attack.
Yeah,
Even
as a
though-
bear, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. But I used my action to wild shape.
You did.
Correct.
Can I bonus action a bite or anything, or no?
That's
I
it.
Just
No.
making sure.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I don't think bears have any bonus actions. Maybe growl.
If you had a bonus action that
Oh.
Big Mama wanted to do before you wild shape, you could do
fudge.
that to start,
Oh.
then wild shape, then move.
Yep.
Yeah, I necessarily don't have anything that can do as a bonus action. I don't. Yeah, can I roar for intimidation?
You know what? Yes, you can, and you can do it with advantage because you are a giant ass bear.
Love it.
Bless you, sir.
Bonus
Bless
action.
you.
Basket.
Please, sir. I want some more.
I
I
love
want
that.
some more. All right. So hold on. What in the world am I doing? Okay. So all right. So 19. No, just the 19 plus intimidation plus 2, 21.
Nice.
Yeah, that is going to do it, and I think at that point, actually, with this bear running up on them, and then the just complete amount of damage that they took in the previous rounds, along with the question that Cinnabon asked, he looks over at Cinnabon, and then he says, "I yield."
And I love that because you think about it, like that literally happened within like 2 seconds of each other. It's fucking
Yeah, right.
incredible.
Yeah.
No, I don't yield. I do actually, yes.
Actually, rain check on the yield.
Ah!
Is that still on the table?
Yeah, right. Amazing.
All right, and with that, that is all that Big Mama can do. So we go to second now.
Okay. Auntie is like actively chanting a spell right
That's
now.
right. Yes, and in fact, now that you are kind of focusing on her a little bit more, and the fact that I remembered this, so I want to say that you specifically, when you look at her face, you see almost a dichotomy of the fact that she both wants to be doing this and does not want to be doing this.
Interesting.
You could see that in her eyes there is kind of a green sheen over her eyes, and indicating that there is some sort of arcane aspect. I'm basically justifying, in game that there is this magical effect. We talked about it last turn, but I just wanted to sort of put this in game. And the interesting thing about Gaius is that it is not necessarily mind control. It is sort of like
You have to do this thing, right?
you have to do this thing or you take pain.
Yeah.
And so that is what is driving this kind of like dichotomy, right? So I just wanted to put that into context.
Yeah, I mean, I think second is perceptive enough to understand that she's doing something she doesn't want to do, but certainly not learned enough to understand how it's happening. And after failing to stop it with spell magic, will shift his focus to Auntie, and will bring up both of his hand, like his one hand shield down here, and just go and cast silence around the two of them.
Immediately, the chanting stops.
Something like that, ish area.
And you could see that you have kind of, ad hoc broken this one out of their trance. But now that the chanting has stopped, the rest of them have now also kind of been broken out of their spell. And they kind of stand there dazed for a second.
Roger that. Second will be second, and one. Shit, I'm gonna have to go past this person. We'll go past this person here, so if there's an opportunity attack, it's gonna be taken from this person. You just get in front of Yeti, set their feet, put their shield up, head down.
Okay. I think that the daze lasts long enough that this one is not going to take an opportunity attack on you. Okay. And you are basically holding up, you're hunkering in front of...
Hunkering behind my shield.
Perfect. Okay, now I grouped all of these folks together into one turn, and they are going to go all at once now.
Hell yeah.
And I think they kind of look at each other, and they look at Yeti, who is standing there confidently, looking at the four of you like you are all about to get your asses crushed. And knowing that there is, backup if they need it. I think they are strong enough from like a willpower perspective to start attacking. So, except for the two that are still stunned, I'm just going to go ahead and start doing shit.
Do all the shits.
Okay. They look at each other, every single one of them, and they say something in an old, ancient language that none of you understand. And they all disappear. Except for this one down here. This one has kneeled. So I'm just gonna find, there, some sort of sign to say that he's like, enough. Okay, that is what happens. Let me just do some stuff. Okay, as I take care of these folks. All right, now to the top of the order is this guy, and realizing now that like any chanting inside of this is not working, he says something quietly to Anti-Chai, and then
She can't hear him.
Like it won't make any noise.
oh shoot, that's right.
Silence, baby.
He actually is like, fuck.
Just fuck to no one. I respect that.
And then he is going to move forward to here. And you can see just a ton of anger in his eyes. And he is going to do something interesting. Let's see here. Got too many tabs open. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's cool. Tell me you're
You're
GMing
so
without
cool.
telling me you're GMing.
Exactly.
Doing great.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I would like to do.
Neil.
No. So here is what I am going to do. Let's see here. I would like Cinnabon. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw. But I would like you to make it... No, I'm not going to say with disadvantage. Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. Not good. But still decent. 15.
Okay. Okay. So, Cinnabon, you don't. I don't know. Are you focusing on this guy, or what are you focused on at the moment?
I after he said he was yielding, I was focused on what was happening forward,
Okay.
and then that's when everyone disappeared. So he's kind of like figuring out his next move right now.
All right, cool. So here is what you're doing. So as you're doing all of this, what you feel inside of your head is just this icy cold that starts at the very top of your brain, and it almost like it is feeling your brain inside of you. There are these icy cold grips around your brain, and you could start to feel a little bit of movement inside of your brain as it's almost like something is scanning. And then oh my god, something happens in that you are completely sure that your family is safe. They've never been in danger. Everybody is alive. And they're home in the Feywild, enjoying themselves. You, in fact, are here on a mission. And that mission is to protect this mage. You don't know why, but that is the way that your memory now sits upon itself. Yes.
All right.
Okay. So that was a great spell and super exciting.
Great times.
Are you sports commentating on your own spell? You think?
Bill pulls out a great spell. Yeah.
So I just want to be really clear. Like you are not being forced to do anything, but the way that you see your memories, the way that you interpret your lived experiences is now fundamentally different. Okay. See how that goes, because it is now your turn.
It sure is. So, and he kind of is. I think he realizes for the first time in a while that his like shoulders were like scrunched up, and like he relaxes, and he kind of looks around. Do I recognize these people? Like Mamamoka, second, Hosen?
Yeah, I would say so. I think so.
So like, there's a bit of confusion. What are you all doing here? Oh, right, we're here to protect the mage, right? And he will run up towards them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's right about here. And he's just like, facing the wrong way. And he'll look to Yeti. Do I consider Yeti an enemy or a friend in this situation?
I think you would, at least as of right now, given the positioning of the Yeti, you would anticipate that his goal is probably the same, because he's standing back towards the wizard with greatsword out and looking towards the south. So I think your interpretation of that that stance is that you are on the same team.
Okay. And so he will about face spin around, and he's going to hold an action. And the trigger is if the mage is attacked.
Okay. Fantastic. I love it. Hosen, you're up next.
All right. Seeing Cinnabon do this, knowing exactly how it feels, kind of yells, I think he actually doesn't yell. He kind of looks worried, but focused on his task to distract the Yeti. I'm going to bonus action dash across like the streams here over to this giant swirling pool.
Okay.
So I'll use my movement plus my bonus action dash up here.
Okay.
I'll go right there. And I shoot a crossbow bolt at Yeti.
Awesome. Okay, go ahead and make that attack roll.
And I shout at Yeti, Yeti, let's finish this. And shoot at him.
Woo.
Did you just
20.
crit?
No. Not natural.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I wish.
That would've
that
been
would
fun.
been so badass. And you're large, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, that's definitely going to be a hit.
Cool. That'll be 9 damage.
Okay.
Him.
9.
Perfect. And that will do my bonus action, movement action. Don't want to use that yet, or that. I think that will be my turn.
Very cool. All right, it is Yeti's turn next, and Yeti is going to charge.
Oh my god, that's a move. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
That's so cool, though. I'm not mad about it. Let's go.
You turn around, completely confused as to what's going on, and the Yeti sees this as a perfect opportunity to take out one of his opponents.
Sure. Yeah, makes sense.
Picks up his great sword and then is going to make those 3 attacks.
Fuck.
Let's go.
17 being the lowest.
17 will hit. That's my AC.
Okay, and let's not forget there is a crit in there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going down, dude.
yeah, there's a crit in there.
Wait. Cloud Rune. He's 30 feet away from me. I will negate that crit.
Holy fuck, let's go! Let's go!
Just
Holy
negate, like,
shit!
the runes glow bright blue like the liquid below as a kind of like ghastly figure, like kind of like almost like a hand reached out to the greatsword and smashes it to the ground.
Oh, that's
on
fucking
one of the
great.
attacks.
Okay. Oh, that's fucking great. Okay.
We'll see if it's
Cloud Rune,
enough.
baby.
All right, so this is going to be let's see, 6d6 plus 12, which is, it's still going to be a lot, but not nearly as much. Plus 12, roll.
Still probably gonna still be
31.
enough. Yeah, that's enough.
Okay, so you go down.
Yep.
Perfect. And he looks over now at Hosen and says, I had to make a stop along the way, but I'm coming for you next. And now it is Big Mama's turn.
That's some heavy shit. So with
Oh, I'm sorry. Before you go, and I'm sorry to interrupt. This is just one thing that I wanted to say is that because you started your turn on these little like this pathway of the juice, Would you mind making a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Me?
Yes.
I already did one earlier today.
It's true.
That is true.
You know what?
No,
You're
we're
right.
not
It's
going
a
for that
one.
one.
It's a one a day
um,
thing.
Unless.
Unless.
Oof.
No, I'm going the other one. The other one was a better number.
All right. So you feel a piece of your body start being drained into this. So I'm gonna roll a d4. It's only one, but that is a strength drain.
Oh.
So your strength now goes to 9.
Good thing you're a druid.
9. Okay, so let
9.
me make sure
9.
how I do that again. So click on that. Override score down to 9. 9. All right. Okay, so that's where I'm at.
Perfect.
All right, I modified that.
All right. Yeah. Sorry for interrupting. Please. This is your turn.
Okay. So, with this guy in front of me, is he any more like an enemy? Anything like that?
No, he's actually cowering. I think.
Okay. Cool. What about this one right here?
This one is completely stupefied.
Cool.
I don't think you saw what happened, but so I won't tell you. I mean, like you know that this came from the shield, but in game,
Yes.
like he's literally just standing there, completely blank faced, standing
yeah.
and staring off into the distance.
Cool. So if I move through them, will they get an attack of opportunity on me? Just
Nope.
cool. So Big Mama Mocha is going to use her action and her bonus action to get 80 feet up here.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So just make sure I remember where that spot is.
Here, I'm pinging it.
Yeah. Cool. There she goes.
Perfect.
And I'm sorry, that was her movement and her action. Right.
That's right. So
uses
you
dash.
still have a bonus action,
Okay.
but I don't think bears get bonus actions. You can
Well.
roar again.
I could roar again. You know what? I was actually thinking that, and I didn't know if it was going to be a silly idea. But you know what? There are always just keep on trying.
You can always ask questions.
Always ask questions.
Always worth a shot.
Right? How do you play D&D? Is that a question? All right. So with Mr. Man up here, it's 15 feet away, but we're gonna try. Can she just go ahead and just like let out just like another just roar? To intimidate?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So she's gonna do that. Intimidaciones. 17.
Yeah, I think I'm not even going to roll a contest because I think this guy is so confident that he kind of looks at you and it's a little bit funny to him. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it for Mama Mocha.
Perfect. Now we go to second.
Second reaches into their pouch and pulls out a healing potion. But in doing so, realizes it's not a healing potion. It's one of the other potions that we had.
Yeah.
Grabs another healing potion. Grabs another potion. Pours the healing potion into the mouth of Cinnabon for the bonus action. Pours the bottled breath into their own mouth and lets out a gust of wind. Well, we'll move up and let out the breath as a gust of wind. They'll stay within Yeti's range, so they don't get an opportunity attack. But there will be should be 60 feet. Where's the arrow guy? Oh, I lost my range thingy. But I believe it's 60 feet to where. There we go. 60
So-
feet to where the mage is. So on their turn, it's even less than 50. They will need to succeed, or they'll get pushed back into the silence.
Okay, so for everybody else, the bottled breath is a bottle that contains the breath of elemental air. When you inhale it, you either exhale it or hold it. If you exhale, you can basically cast Gust of Wind.
Yeah.
So that's essentially what Second is doing right now. So Gust
Hell
of
yeah.
Wind requires a
Yes.
Strength saving throw.
Strength. It'll be on the start of their turn. Strength.
Okay.
It doesn't have what it is, so I guess it's against my casting, which is 15.
Okay, perfect. And Cinnabon, did you roll healing for yourself or?
Nope. I was.
I will roll it.
Go for it.
Please go ahead.
Because it's your potion. Please roll it.
It's my potion, and I believe you get some shit if I roll. What is it? A D whatever?
What kind of potion? What kind of potion of it?
I think
Healing
it's just
potion?
regular healing.
Yeah, potion of healing.
So 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. So 6, but you might get more. So take 6. I'll let you know if you get more.
Oh, dokie.
Clerics,
Okay.
baby.
Cinnabon, when you come up from your very brief brush with death, the effects of whatever was kind of messing with your brain have completely vanished as the spell was broken because you were dead. And now you are aware that this guy cast some sort of spell on you to fuck with your brain, fuck with your memories, fuck with the memory of your family and the reason that you're here. But it is not your turn. It is ostensibly
Yeah.
still seconds. Seconds
I
counting.
believe that is the entirety of my. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll keep moving. I will incur Yeti reaction.
Okay.
I'm so inclined. Do they take a attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you bet so.
Let's have it.
Okay, now I only get one attack, right? As an
Correct.
opportunity attack.
Yeah,
Okay,
one
cool.
swing. Yep.
Yep. 8 plus 7.
That's a miss.
15?
A miss.
Miss? Hell yeah. Okay. So you kind of rush up the altar, and in the face of this wind that they're now experiencing, they try to take a swing at you, but are not capable of making the contact just because they're facing this headwind. Now, second, I think it's worth mentioning that now that you're
Yeah,
on this
who's on this thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it was a little bit tough to see because, as we all know, this is Team Small, so this is a little bit of a inclined platform.
Ableist inclined platform. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's no ramps here,
There's
which
no
is
ableist talk in here.
But look, like that is probably one of the most evil things that this guy's done. But anyway, so you recognize this figure immediately. It is the platinum-haired, tall nurse, splayed out with what looks like a semi-surgical incision in their chest. And their chest is completely broken open, revealing the innards.
So I'm gonna say full dead then.
Full dead.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to go to the other folks here. So, Cinnabon, right in front of you, a guy comes out of invisibility, picks their hands up, points them at you, and then casts Burning Hands. So please give me a dexterity saving throw.
So as
Dexterity save.
I'm laying on the ground, as the fire begins to emanate, my eyes blink open and I look at both of them now that because they're both right next to me, right? Both Yeti or did Yeti move? I don't know.
Well, so no, Yeti.
Yeah.
This is happening like maybe 30 feet to your right over here. So Hosen is over here, and the guy that just came out of invisibility is right in front of him.
Got it. So as it is it because
He's 35 feet away.
Burning Hands is self 15 feet from self.
Yeah, right. So this guy is standing right in front of Hosen and is like right in his face.
Oh, okay, got it. I'm gonna use my reaction to absorb elements.
Okay.
And I'll just yell, "Cowards!" And I'll go ahead and first of all, I'll go ahead and roll that. Natural fucking 20. Let's go.
Let's go.
So what does absorb elements do?
So it gives me the ability when I take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage to capture some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on me. Essentially, giving me resistance.
Well, but this is not going to you.
Oh, never mind. Well,
Yeah, this is
it's
all
not cool.
happening.
It's not cool then. Never mind.
Shoot.
He was just letting you know that they were attacking Hosen.
Oh, okay. Because
guess.
because that's why I got mixed
It's not
up.
always about you, okay?
I know. I'm sorry.
Wait, I'm very confused. I'm sorry. Like this is.
Yeah.
This
I thought someone was attacking me. That's why you were when you came to look at me. When you yeah. So that's my
sorry.
misunderstanding. That's
No,
completely I think my
brain is not
misinterpretation.
working.
No, I think it's 100% me.
So, like over here on the corner on this right-hand side, Hosen
Yes.
had moved over, and
Yeah.
and in fact, like I had moved one of the invisible guys basically right there, and so
Okay.
so now this
Well,
guy
scary.
comes out of invisibility and
Okay.
shoots
At Burning
Hosen
Hands,
right in the
Hosen.
face
Okay.
with burning hands.
Sorry, my bad.
Go.
Makes more sense. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Oh
Oh no, that natural. I'll just bake that natural 20, right?
So
18.
that 18 is going to save.
Nice.
So I am going to cast this burning hands, which is
I still call Yeti a coward though.
You're still a coward.
yeah,
Big
fair
old
enough.
coward.
So 3d6 halved. Not a great roll. So this is going to be 4 burning damage.
Ow.
Fire
Big
damage.
four.
Yep.
Ouch.
Now, I think that is all for the bad guys, and we're gonna go to the top. And there's another box here. What is this other box?
Which one?
That was the
Rectangle
silence,
one?
right?
The rectangle
bubble
is
breath. The wind?
is the wind pushing the
Yeah.
guy back.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if to start their turn, they need to make the strength saving throw.
Oh, I thought you were casting that at Yeti. Okay, perfect. So you're trying to push this guy back
Back
into the silence.
Yep.
All right, perfect. So let's do this strength saving throw.
It's a really smart move.
Yeah.
That I also misinterpreted
Did
too.
roll a 19 though.
Okay, so they succeed.
Okay, perfect. So he stands there, and then seeing Big Mama in bear form and now like they don't have to concentrate on modified memory. So what they're going to do now is they are going to. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great. Okay. So in your bear form, I believe you should use your bear stats.
Yes. Yep.
So if you
They're
wouldn't
ready.
mind, please roll a wisdom saving throw as a bear.
Okay.
Boy. Oh no, boo boo.
All right. So let me just do the D20. Now listen, Linda. Listen.
Jesus.
Listen. Linda, listen for 1 second, okay?
There's that horse in the side.
As a halfling, Lucky.
How is that? Yeah. Can
Yeah.
It is lucky.
because
You can do
that's
it.
what I'm asking. Okay. Cool.
Having luck,
So I
baby.
can reroll.
Thank fuck.
I
It's still a
can
halfling
reroll
bear, okay?
Halfling bear.
Having bear, whatever. Oh my
The
god.
halfling bear. I'm just asking.
I mean, as big as you want to be.
So
Ooh,
I'm
a
rolling.
nat
Oh
one.
my god.
Nat 18. Let's go.
That is
Plus
way
one
better.
is a
Way
19.
fucking better.
Way better.
Fucking Christ.
Okay. So if you save on this, I think nothing happens. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, if you saved, I don't do it. I can't get anything. Okay. So uh so even in your bare form, you start to feel another presence inside of your brain, and this presence is saying, um, you are now mine, and I will own you. And you are like, get the fuck out my brain, goddammit. And that presence is completely expelled from your brain. And then he seeing that this spell did not work, um thinking that he's still inside of the silence, says fuck, but it was super duper loud.
Love this guy.
We finally hear it. Okay.
Okay, and
Boy.
in fact, I think he's gonna move away. Okay.
It's gonna take you can't move all that way.
Get him.
I don't believe.
Oh, is it difficult terrain?
Let me see. Oh no, moving closer. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, cool. I think I was here. Yeah. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Here. Okay. All right. I'm still within 40. God damn it. Okay. Cinnabon, you're up next.
So yelling coward, he's going to actually kip up right in front of Yeti. And then he is how do you do with chasing? And he's going to use rabbit hop and backflip 15 feet. And this allows me to not take an opportunity attack, by the way.
Well,
Utilizing
he
this
already
move.
used his reaction, so he wouldn't have it anyway.
It don't matter to me, baby. It don't matter to me, baby. And as that wraps up, that kind of tumble wraps up. Apparently, we do choose nature today. And he grabs his chest, and he's going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level. And the energy also emanates from Archie, which gives me another D8. So this is 4d8 plus 4.
Very nice.
Let's see what we got. That's D8. Pretty good. 10, 13, 14, 18 points of healing for you, boy.
That is solid.
Boy, oh boy. So he's about at half life now. So that's my action, bonus action, and I used half my movement to kip up here. So let me see where. Kind of a sitting duck here. So I'm gonna use 15 more. 1, 2. I'm actually gonna 1, 2, 3 back towards Archie, and that's my turn.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, we're gonna go over to Hosen now.
All right. Hosen still standing there. What do I want to do here? I think Hosen shouts over to Yeti again with rapier out. This is what you wanted. A rematch, 1-on-1. And I'm going to take a rapier strike, just kind of swing down against the mage next to me. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna do it.
19.
Cool. 7 damage to this mage.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
And I don't have.
I don't think it would be
advantage on
applicable
this
here.
turn. Exactly.
Okay.
But
If he was a
also-
swashbuckler, it would. But That's about it.
That would do. But also, Giant Smite gives me 1d6
Ooh.
damage. An extra
There you
2, so
go.
9 damage. I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it.
Okay.
And I'm going to bonus action. I don't want anything for my bonus action. I do want to stay still. I just kind of shout over to Yeti. I want Yeti to come to me. I'll fight this mage. Come at me, bro. And I'll end my turn.
Sorry, I'm doing some quick calculations. Okay, so Hosen, as you take your rapier and slice at this guy, as I mentioned, they do have their robes, and you take a giant chunk out of the robe, and because you are basically right on top of him, you cut open his chest, and you see something extremely similar. You had previously talked a little bit about how your tattoos had gone straight across your chest in these like tessellations of geometric shapes. And you could see that this guy has the same thing right across his chest. These tattoos of strange shapes and tessellations, and it doesn't make any sense at first glance, but then they move a little bit as you can see that he's reacting to being attacked.
Hosen's eyes open, but doesn't say anything.
Okay. All right. Now we are going to go to Yeti, who is 30 feet. That's beautiful. Okay, now is going to get right up on Hosen, and is he is going to, like, what he does is he charges up to you knowingly, confidently, and he raises his sword and says to you, "You know what you all are to us. You're just ingredients. Nothing more. And you can be erased like ingredients." And he is going to take his 3 swings with his sword.
Come at me.
That is a nat 1, which is a miss for sure.
Love it.
But 11 plus 7, 18? Does that do
Misses.
it? Okay, so
Nope.
there's only 1 hit.
Cool.
So it takes 3 successive swings, 2 of which just go absolutely wildly. But on the third one, he gets you right across the chest, and it cuts into the side of your armor here. So this is 2d6 plus 4. So 9 damage.
Perfect.
Okay, that is his turn. Big Mama, you're up next.
Okay.
Bear Mama, maybe.
Hey, yo.
Big Bear Mama. So
Sure,
she
mix 'em.
is going to go ahead and, all right, so just want to make sure, just get like the status update on Auntie Chai. She is just standing there chanting. She just has to, right? And she just saying, but it's silent.
It is silent, and I'm glad you asked, because you could see that, and I think maybe second you also see this because you probably have like eyes sort of darting between the main mage and Annie Chai, but Big Mama, you especially see this because you've known her all your life, that inside of her eyes she is now contemplating whether or not stopping chanting would actually hurt.
She looked at me.
Has she ever seen you transform into a bear?
She taught Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then I think, and maybe what it is that like when you transformed into the bear, there's still like the features. I think we did this in canon last episode, or maybe the episode before, where the crocodile had like dreads.
Yeah,
And so,
ideally, yeah, it's ideally is that, yeah, Auntie Chai and Big Mama Mocha have the exact same piercing, vibrant green eyes.
yeah.
It's unmistakable. So my intention is that Big Mama Mocha, she comes up to Auntie Chai and then just like raises to her full height and is looking down at Auntie Chai and then just attempts to grab her by like the scruff of her neck or just some kind of like clothing and then trying to move her away from the mage.
Okay.
And it's just like you know grabbing her, not harming her, but just hopefully distance is what would help.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think what you could do is you could get to her 35, but you only have 40 feet of movement, so that'll get
Right.
you to like one square over. Um, so in game, like that works perfectly if that's what you'd like to do.
Yes. Um.
And I'll give you some flavor as you do this, unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
That is what she wants to be able to get up to Auntie Chai.
Okay.
So, I'd say like yeah, right here. Well, I was gonna forget. Here.
Yeah,
Right
one
next to her.
right next to her. Correct.
Yeah. So she barrels up to her and is staring up and just like in case Auntie Chai wasn't looking at her, now it's like it's green eyes to green eyes. Just you have to know it's me. And then attempts to grab her and just yank her. And she's only a little thing too, so.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I've given you control over Anti-Chai so the two of you can move together. But as you come up, and I think that she maybe has known from the second that you came into this chamber, the connection between the two of you was so strong. And now seeing you coming up, and prioritizing getting her to safety, you can see that even as she is chanting and considering stopping to chant, that she is both like surprised but expected this. There was something in her that that seemed to anticipate this outcome. And you could see as you pick her up, even as she's speaking with raised lips as she is getting she is smiling while talking.
So I'm gonna try a thing.
Okay. Don't forget you are currently in silence. I don't know if that changes what you want to do.
Oh, please. Let's see. Hold on. Fudge. It is, cause yeah. Oh, hold on. And then this space, I can't move. Well, I can only move right to the edge. To here, to the like, because I went 30 feet up and 10 feet over.
Yeah, that's
Auntie
right.
Chai, she won't be. Does that make sense?
Well, so
will we make it out of the circle?
not this round. No.
Okay. So then we're just pulling her to the circle. I'm just pulling her to the edge.
Yeah, perfect.
Then, okay. So I can move me here, and then her there.
Perfect.
I'm out of the circle. She's in the circle still, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, question. I want to do another thing.
Okay.
So with that was all just my action, or my movement. Can I, bonus action, drop my wild shape
Yes.
and then cast Charm Person on Auntie Chai. It's a wisdom saving throw. I want to know, will that, will that overtake the fuckery that's going on with her right now?
So I was originally thinking of grabbing Anti-Chai as an action. I think if we're playing raw rules, that's probably an action.
Okay.
But I love this
You
idea
just hurt
so
my whole
much.
idea.
I love this idea so much that I think we're gonna overrule raw. And why don't you go ahead and roll that?
Real cool. Let's go.
Bless
Real
you,
cool.
sir. Edible arrangement and like extra sour cream of your Chipotle. Okay, so
I'll deliver it to him on Friday.
Friday. Was it Paxton, right? All right, so I am doing this at level 3.
Okay.
Did I just cast it? Did it go through finally?
Yes.
It did, yes.
Okay.
But I didn't get the roll yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, because
I
I have
just
to
clicked
make
the
the roll.
button.
You have
I
to
have to make the roll.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta roll, bro.
I mean, can I choose to fail it?
You're the DM, bro.
No. As I've routinely found out, I actually have responsibilities here.
I have responsibilities. I get it.
Okay. Here's what happens. So, remember, she is inside of the silence and you are not. So, you basically slide down the side of the structure, and she's right behind you. You immediately get to the outside, drop your wild shape and return to the form that she knows you in. And you turn around, and from her perspective, you start mouthing something. And I think she probably knows you well enough, knows what you know well enough, because she taught you, that she understands what you are trying to do. And as she does this, you look at her eyes, and she looks sad. And then you cast the spell, and she kind of nods her head to the side, and it is completely useless. All right,
That's
Second.
it for my turn.
you're up next.
Second looks over towards Hosen, concerned about the enemies around them, but also knowing that they can't do much. Reaches out their unshielded hand towards Hosen and just whispers, "Second," and will cast Healing Word. You get back 11 hit points, or as many as you can.
That's perfect.
And then we'll move and dash right here. Face this fucking hombre and spit some goddamn wind in their face.
Yeah, Dad.
Turn that shit.
Dig it so much. Oh my god, I love that.
That's their turn. I
All
guess
right.
as the wind is coming out of their mouth, they're probably just screaming, "Dark magic is not to be used under any circumstance!"
Okay. Now, a couple of things happen on the next turn, which is these bad guys' turns. Three of them pop up around you second. And you can see these like little darts showing up in their hands, these golden kind of darts. And each of them contains 3 inside of their swirling fists, and they launch them at you. And you're going to take 3 separate castings of Magic Missile.
Oh boy.
So that's an auto hit, right? So I don't have to worry about the AC and shit.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. Now, so this is going to be 394 plus 3.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think it's 94 plus 9, actually.
I don't think so.
Because it's 1d4 plus 1,
Plus 1,
which is
per dart.
per dart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. So
Not to fuck myself over here, but
so
That's true.
26
That's true.
plus 9 would be 35.
after that, fuck you.
With love.
And the one that is right next to Hosen is now going to do a cool little. Actually, you know what? You should take a magic missile too.
Ow.
So this is going to be 3d4 plus 3. That's going to be a 14 damage from that magic missile.
Jesus. God damn.
And that is that. We go to the bad guy who's going to have to do a strength save, right?
Yeah.
Which is a 16
Motherfucker!
plus 0.
Succeeds.
And he looks at you and says, "What I'm practicing is not magic. It is a way of life, a philosophy. And I think you would enjoy it."
All second hears is
Just caught in a wind tunnel.
yeah.
So I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
24.
All right. Yeah, you almost feel as though that he is trying to get inside of your brain as well. But I mean, like, just does not have the capacity to even like breach the outsides of it. And after casting that spell and having that be the response, he looks at you and says, "Oh my, you're an interesting one, aren't you?" And we're gonna go to Cinnabon next.
So having backed up, are the folks near me in ready to attack me, or are they chilling still?
So all the way down here, this guy is given up. This guy is still incapacitated from the shield, as is this guy.
Okay,
So there's a little scuffle happening over next to Hosen.
got it.
And yeah.
Okay. So he begins to conjure 4 motes of fire in both of his hands, and he starts to throw one at Getty, and throws a second at Getty, and then throws the other 3 and 4 at the mage or so and so. And as he does, they roll and kind of Garrist, Cinnabon and Honeybun Garrist, Brioche and Kaiser Garrist, Lucky Sesame and Dublin Garrist. We are no ingredients for you. And I'm casting Scorching Ray at 3rd level.
Okay.
Fuck
And
yes.
First one is not awesome, I don't think. 15 to hit.
15 is not going to do it.
Second attack, natural 19 for a 26 to hit.
That'll do it. Yep, for sure.
So that's Yeti. Number 3 is a 22 to hit on the mage. And then another 15 to hit.
On the mage?
Yeah.
Yeah, so both hit on the mage, one hits on Yeti.
Okay. Let's see. And because of my buddy Archie, I get another 6 on this, if I recall correctly. Yes, I do. Okie dokie. So, on Yeti, 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And on the mage, 4, 5, 6. Holy shit! I rolled all 6s but 1, which is a 5. So that's
Yes.
12, 17, 23, 35 points of fire damage.
Fuck yes.
Holy fuck. Wait, so Rage of Scorching Ray is greater than
120 feet.
That's beautiful. Okay, perfect.
Hell yes.
Okay. So give me that sum again, please.
35.
35. Okay, let's just zoom in on the hit points meter just in case you want to see the damage impacts.
Hold on, let me go do that.
Okay.
I wasn't ready. Okay,
Ready?
ready to go. Yep.
Ready?
Yeah.
35 damage.
Yeah. Whoa. Wowzer. Okay. Amazing.
And second, you are close enough to see that this impact on him fucking terrifies him.
Incredible.
And wordlessly he nods at Archie, who heads towards Yeti with a fiery light flash for a 16 to hit.
Does
that
that
it?
hit?
Can hear you.
Shoot, I'm sorry. 16 will hit. Yes, I was
Oh,
muted
thank
on
God.
my external microphone.
That's another 7 points of fire damage.
All right, beautiful.
Whittle him down.
And so that's my action, bonus action. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay, cool. Hosen, you're up.
All right. Question for you: can I move over to like this bottom,
big spell,
to
big
like
spell.
the right of Yeti, and then below, right there? Yeah.
Yep.
From the mage without getting opportunity attacks.
If you're going to go down here, then you'll get an opportunity attack from the mage.
Gotcha.
But if you want to go here, you won't get anything.
Cool. Sounds good. This is gonna be a lot. It would be so cool if it works, but not sure if it will.
Yeah,
Um,
let's hear it.
Gotcha. So the first thing I want to do is I want to turn to Yeti, and with rapier in hand, kind of like swirl it around a little bit so the blade's sticking down, and I want to shove Yeti 5 feet away from me into the river creek
Yes.
thing.
I love it.
So it's an opposed strength check.
Yep.
Because of Giant's Might, I have advantage.
Yes, you do.
I have a +0 though to strength, so we shall see. Dice don't fail me now. Let's see.
Okay.
9 and 10.
So
Every time I do strength stuff.
I know it's a +4 for me. So I
All
have
right. Gotta get a 6.
dirty 20.
Cool. I shove it. It's like shoving a pillar, and nothing happens.
You might
There you go.
change your size, but you'll never change your strength.
Well, thankfully I'm a very dexterous one. And I'll take the rapier and stab at him. I'm gonna go into action surge to do that.
Let's go!
And I will attack with my rapier, which will be a 17 to hit.
17 will hit. Yep.
Cool. 11 piercing damage, and I'm going to activate the fire rune.
Okay.
He also needs to make a strength saving throw DC 13, or else he is restrained.
Okay. It is a +4, so that is exactly 13.
Gotcha. Okay. He saves, but he also takes max fire damage of 12.
Beautiful. So that's 23 total?
Yes. 23 total damage to this dude.
You can see. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep
Yeah.
going.
I think I kind of want to turn to the mage. My armor is kind of scuffed. I kind of roll up my sleeve to show the tattoo, and tell the mage he is not one of us. Yield. Talking about.
Oh shit! Let's fucking go.
All right. I would like you to make a persuasion check with advantage, please.
I think that's fair.
Holy moly.
There, the roll's 18.
18
Okay.
is beautiful. He looks at you, looks at your tattoos, looks back up at you in your eyes, and then kind of looks at himself, and then looks at Yeti. And then he turns and tries to look at the mage, and he says, How did you get out?
Help me finish him, and I'll tell you.
That's gonna need another persuasion check, please.
Totally fair. Totally fair.
Totally
It's a
fucking
big.
fair.
That's a big move, baby.
That's an 11.
I
Yeah.
think with
Told him
that,
to yield, and then I told him to join me. So
yeah. So I think with that, he kind of like is still in shock.
yeah.
So he says, he doesn't say anything, just kind of like looks at you, looks at Yeti, and Yeti kind of sees this interaction and shouts at the mage, "Keep fighting. Your life depends on it." But like it has absolutely no impact.
Cool.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn. I'm just gonna stay put.
Okay, perfect. So I want to say, as you were casting all of this, like the fire energy and the runes coming out, and you take a giant chunk of the Yeti, and he, for a split second, he looks a little bit nervous. But
Yeah, he fucking
it being
does.
his turn next, he steels himself, gathers himself together, and then swipes at you 3 separate times.
Come at me.
And rolls like a bunch of trash. So this is a 21, a
hits.
18.
Nope.
All right, so perfect. So just one hit here, 2d6 plus something, 2d6 plus 4. So this will be 10 damage. Again, and I think maybe the stress of the situation is getting to him a little bit, and is unable to make those two connect. But he does hit you once with this massive greatsword. Okay, Big Mama, you are up.
All right. So she's going to just grab Auntie Chai's hand and just pull her, like guide her over here.
Okay.
So just like 5 feet, scooching over. And she's willing, correct?
Yeah, of course.
You're a willing creature? Okay. So she moves out. Is she still chanting and all that jazz?
Yeah, and now that she breaches that barrier, you can hear her chanting start to happen again.
Okay.
I never really put her into the initiative, but I think this might be a good chance for her to take an action.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
Unless there's something
Yeah.
really specific that you wanted to do. Actually, take your turn. She'll go after you. I'm sorry.
So with Rosif over here,
Uh-huh.
that medallion on his neck, may I ask what it's made out of?
Wood.
Is it
No,
really
no,
wood?
I'm just kidding. No, it is made out of some sort of elaborate stone, and it is like a big emerald or something right in the middle, and then surrounding it is a piece of gold.
Okay. So what she's gonna do is just holding on to Auntie Chai's hand, and it gives like that very tight squeeze. She's gonna go ahead and glance over at Age, and she's gonna go ahead and expend her Melf's acid arrow at him, 3rd level. Okay, you're muted again, but I saw you say okay.
Christ, I keep doing that. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, fine. Sounds good.
Automatic hit. I think he's what he said, right?
That's what he said. Natural 20.
Yeah, he
Automatic.
said, so we said with an advantage, right?
Yeah, with
I saw
advantage.
it.
Mhm. We all saw it.
Okay.
Chat, we saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Casting. All right. Oh, wait. Did I just? Why do I always do it to myself? Let me first make sure it gets it right. 15.
15 will hit.
Roll that fucking damage. Let's go.
Okay. And
Let's
then
go.
all the damage that happened was that the did you see all that stuff? It was all right. I'm confused now. Sorry, because I went backwards. Mel's acid arrow is said 18
But you cast it at a higher level, which is why that 9 is there.
plus 9. All right,
Yeah.
so it's 27 points.
27 points of damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This guy is why don't you take the reins? How does this guy die?
Give me a second. All right. So, just at the very beginning, she does absolutely, like, she grabs Auntie Chai, she pulls her. She's like, it's good to see you. I thought you were dead. I got something for you. And then she just glances over right at that mage, and then just takes like that swirling hand. It's just been waiting, brewing. She knows this guy had control over her aunt, and that is not how life should be. And then she just goes ahead and just like slings that arrow right to him. And right where that medallion is, right there is where it just like that, like, you know, arcing kind of like green tendril energy, and the arrow just slices right there. I want to go right through that medallion. Through him.
The medallion made out of emerald and gold, with this acid arrow explodes, and the arrow goes straight through, piercing the trachea, and second, this is happening right in front of you, and you hear him try and breathe a couple of times through this punctured trachea, and he then grasps his throat, collapses to his knees, and then falls down basically at your feet.
Can I use a free action?
Please.
As that happens, I just scream, "No, we need him!"
Um, okay. So Big Mama, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to kick it over to second now.
Second's been in this situation a lot.
Second sees this happen in front of them, and their gut instinct is to reach out and try to save them. But looking over their shoulder at the three mages focused on them, they know this will likely be it for them if they don't do something to save themselves. They start to turn and get ready to disappear again when they hear Cinnabon shout that. They stop, turn back to the mage, and cast Spare the Dying on them. Then sighs, walks forward to here, faces the three mages, brings up their shield, and just closes their eyes. End of my turn.
And it is their turn. And I'm actually going to roll. This isn't a 5e thing. This used to be like a 2e thing of a morale check.
Sure.
But I think this probably makes sense given the main reason why they're there. And in fact, I mean, listen, like, I am also open to free actions. But anyway, the main reason why they're there is a bit dead on the floor. Has fallen in battle.
In question.
Yeah, please.
Did you want Auntie Chai to have an action for anything?
I'm trying to figure out the right time to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do these guys first, and then I'll do anti-Chai, because I think that narratively makes sense. Okay. So I want to do this. Seeing their leader die. And apologies, I was rolling secretly.
All good, all good.
I think what happens is, second, you come closer, and you can see that every single one of these three, as you look into their eyes, is now terrified, scared, unsure, uncomfortable, confused. There are a number of emotions going through their eyes at this moment. And you could actually see that in some ways, there was a bit of a spell that was broken. Not a literal spell, but a figurative one. And they kind of look at the violence that happened to this mage and the mercy that you provided to this mage, and the one that is closest to you asks you, well, why did you save him?
All of this world's creatures deserve the protection of the Everlight.
And the three of them look to each other completely confused. And considering that a turn is 6 seconds, I think that probably constitutes their turn, and they do nothing. Now that anti-Chai is outside of the silence, and then I think looking over at at the dead mage, or rather the now unconscious mage. Auntie Chai kind of looks at you while she's still chanting, and then you could see that she is scared. Her eyes indicate fear as she begins to um slowly die down the volume of her chant until it is just a whisper, and then she stops entirely. And as she stops entirely, you can see that she's like ready for some sort of like terrible pain to happen inside of her brain, and then it doesn't happen, and she's relieved at first, and then happy, and then she looks at you and she says, well, I see you got my message, um referring to the medallion. And then she reaches out and wraps her arms around you and says, it's good to see you, sugar.
I'll take it. And it just a quick, tight hug.
She still had that clump of hair in her hand, and she says, well, I'm probably not going to be needing this anymore. And she just tosses it to the side and gets all the remaining like strands of hair out. And then we are going to go to Cinnabon next.
So crying out, and then seeing what Second did, he takes off in full run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here, and I just need to double check really quickly just to make sure, because I think I barely got it. I do. And he reaches out, and Second, there's like a underneath your feet is the this like smell of the forest, and you feel your wounds begin to close. It's not time for you to meet the Everlight just yet, and I'm going to cast Healing Word on Second.
Spectacular.
Second smiles, and with the smell of the plant life, says, a lot of my favorite plants grow out of shit.
10 points of healing for you. And so that's my movement bonus action, and
I don't think you took an action yet.
I did not. But I can't. Oh well, let's see. Am I within 30 feet of? Oh, that's not me. That's you. Yeah, I thought so. I'm gonna hold an action. I'm gonna hold Produce Flame, and as the embers just kind of collect in my hand, and I look over to what's his fucking name? Douchebag, big douchebag guy. Yeti.
Yeah.
Are you ready to yield now? Because this ingredient isn't done with you. And the held action is if he swings on Hosen, I'm going to attack him with
Okay.
Flame.
Cool. Very cool. Okay, we're up to Hosen next.
Hosen looks at just kind of for the first time in this entire combat, looks around and sees everything that's going on. Duel of the Fates is just going on in his head. Just so focused on squaring up with Yeti. He looks around, sees all of his friends, sees it, kind of gets a quick glance at the situation, looks at the Yeti, and still focused. I'm going to shove him again. I want him in that little creek of strength sucking juice. There was a way better way to phrase that, but you know what?
The sucking juice.
All right. I'm going to do a shove attack. Strength
Yeah.
against strength with advantage. Come on.
Ooh.
17.
Yeah, unfortunately, I rolled a 19 plus 4. That's a
Cool.
23.
I'm still like so committed to this. I'm going to do that. Looking at the situation, um, he's gonna use a bonus action to touch his chest, and kind of look at Yeti and go, "We're not done yet. I'm getting you in that goddamn creek," and is gonna do second wind, to regain 1d10 plus 4 for 10 hit points.
Nice.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, now it is Yeti's turn.
Perfect.
And he is going to look at you, Hosen, and say, you're right. We're not done yet. But maybe that's enough for today. And he's going to dash. And he's going to dash. Up here. He leaps across this little like pad that's in the middle of this thing, jumps across, and then gets right past his other buddy mage that's there, and it's clear he's headed directly for the mage.
He's right
Do
here.
Yeah, that's him right there.
Do I
Cool.
get an attack of opportunity
You
against
certainly
him?
do, yes.
Alrighty, cool. I'm going to scream at him, "No!" And this is wiped down with my rapier. 14 to hit.
That is not going to do it.
Gotcha.
He looks and
Just
says,
swing wide.
yes.
I hate him so much. I just hate him. Everyone breaks
Right.
out the rulers.
All right, Big Mama, it is your turn.
All right. All right. Two ideas. See which one I want to do.
Ooh, what do you want to do?
All right. 1 second. Hold on. So let me see. Shoot. Because once he moved, that's just, oh, that's so lovely.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to slow his ass down. And, oh, fudge. There is 2 options, and I don't know which one to go for. All right.
Roll for it. No, I'm just kidding.
He is. Oh my gosh. Fudge. Okay. Spike growth is what I'm gonna go for. Entangle is no. We're gonna do spike growth to make it difficult terrain, so he can't be as well as he is. And it's gonna be around like this area, so it's gonna be. Can you see my ruler? So it's like 20 feet
Yes, I can see it.
radius.
Yep.
So entangling this curmudgeon, that curmudgeon, and that curmudgeon. So if we're gonna get like right here, but not getting second, but getting at least those 3 baddies if I can.
Yeah.
Casting spike growth.
Fair enough. Okay, sounds good. If you want to like draw this, you could draw a shape and then kind of like draw the outlines of where you want the boundaries of this to be.
Sure. All right, so let's do. All right, start here. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. I make the most pathetic little one. Is that
No, that's fine.
Still counts.
Okay. Cool?
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
There. That was her action. she is just gonna take onto Chai's hand. And we are gonna move down. I only got 15 feet. So they're both gonna go 5, 10, 15, just this direction
Okay.
here, just away from that like brain pool.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
All right.
All right, next up is second.
Second opens their eyes, somewhat surprised they're not dead, and will take stock of the situation, realize what Yeti is doing, will move in front of them, put up their shield,
Sorry, wrong one.
and say, if it wasn't for the mercy of one of my friends here, you would still be down. And then we'll hit hypnotic pattern again on him and the two mages behind him.
Amazing.
Fantastic. And this is a wisdom save, right?
15 wisdom.
Okay. That is a 15.
Holy shit!
That is a 15. No shitting. Wild.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
guy. This fucking guy.
This fucking guy right here.
This fucking guy right
This
here.
fucking
This
guy.
fucking guy.
This fucking guy.
Fucking guy.
This fucking
Hey,
guy.
Fucking hard on.
Wait, what?
Jokes.
It's a reference. It's fine.
I think we found our new gift.
Foreskins
I think
and
that's it.
hard-ons and getting off. I just want to know what kind of D&D session I'm playing right now. Like, tell me about this CW thing going on here.
Right?
Second.
Sorry, what? Did you roll for everyone?
Oh, the other two. No, I was so
Yeah.
excited.
Can I use my inspiration to impose disadvantage?
That's
on
really
Yeti?
funny.
Hey, you did give inspiration.
No, it's fine. It's not. That's not raw. It's fine.
Okay, so that is a +1 as well. So that's 14. So this one did not save. And then let's roll for the other one. Also did not save. Completely incapacitated.
Nice.
And then, God, I don't want to do this. Does Yeti's sword have any runes on it?
Does Yeti's sword have any runes on it? I think, if I remember right, we established that there was not runes, but there was writing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Second's just gonna reach out and grab the actual blade of Yeti's sword as they're standing in front of them, and just cast a spell magic on the sword.
Okay.
Love it.
I don't know. I'm out of tricks.
I think you did great.
Hold on here. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's a 5. If there's anything if it's 3rd level or lower, it's done. But if it's anything better than that,
Yeah,
Okay.
if it's like a +1 sword or something, I think it stops it from being that. But
probably.
Okay, cool. So I'm not going to tell you, but it is now the other mage's turn. And second, you see these small 3 yellow things get inside of the last remaining lighter mage, let's call them. And he points it in your direction and then fires, and it streaks towards you, and you thinking it's going to hit you are surprised when instead it hits the Yeti.
Fuck yeah.
And he says, I'm not really sure what's happening, but this feels right to me.
Jeez, Rick!
Thanks,
And-
Cletus.
The Yeti is going to take 9 damage.
Nice.
9.
9.
Okay, then we're going to go to the top of the order, and oh no, I'm forgetting this one, which actually Hosen, you charmed through, not through spell, but through personality. So
Sparkling.
Your charisma.
Sparkling.
Dazzling personality, darling.
and it is the big mage's turn, which can't do anything. So Cinnabon, you are up next.
Cool. And gosh, so far away. And he is he, as he moved up earlier. I actually forgot to move Archie up earlier, so I moved him. And he spins around and just goes, Archie, help me. And Archie is going to jump into Cinnabon's arms, and they both disappear and reappear right here. Where did they go? Right there. Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
And he is going to then... I should probably not have done that on their full movement there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm getting close. Fuck. It's fine. And then he's gonna once again bonus action healing word second. This time for 9 points of healing. And then once again, because now that he's up next to Yeti, as I was saying, do you yield? And I will once again recast Produce Flame and wait to see what he does.
So first of all, you're in spike growth at the moment. So
Go with me. Doesn't bother me whatsoever.
Okay. So you
I mean,
are. It is difficult terrain, however.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you can still get to the spot you're in.
Yep.
Oh, okay. You already factored that in. All right, fine. So you're gonna take what is it? 1d4 per every 5 feet of movement.
2d4.
2d4. Okay, so 2.
So 2 points. Thank goodness.
But you did through 3 spaces, so that'll be do that 2 more times.
2d4 times.
Oh. Where am I? Okay, here I am. All right. There. And
6.
there.
And
uno más.
8. Woof. 16 damage from spike growth.
Okay. That's only 3, right? Don't worry about
the last one doesn't count. Okay, so 16 damage from spike growth, and he looks back at you.
He doesn't even feel it.
How are you? You don't. Doesn't even feel it. Okay.
He's still up.
And Yeti looks back at you and says, like, sees you bleeding profusely, looking like shit, and says, "Why would I yield to trash like you?"
Because this trash has a fire mote that he's throwing at you, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw it.
Okay.
That's a natural 19 for a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And that's 3d8 fire damage.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Where did that go? Let me re-roll that guy. 16 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
Lovely.
All right. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, definitely.
Hosen, you're up.
All right. I'm going to seeing Yeti kind of move towards the mage where my friends are. Rule question for you all. Rogue's bonus action can dash. Can I also use my action to dash as well? Can I do a double dash kind of move? I don't know if that's possible.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, rogues can
I think
move
the
like
answer
90
is yeah,
feet per
but like
turn.
90.
Yeah. Yeah. Rogue on a rogue.
Rogue and a rogue. That cool with you, DM?
That is super cool with me. I love it. But you are using your movement, your bonus action, and your action all in the same thing that you're doing. Just
Cool.
make
That
sure
is
Keep that in
my
mind.
goal, yes. Because I do not want to be up in this. I want to run towards the mage.
Okay.
So I'll use 45 feet of movement to move up. So that'll be my bonus action dash up to this little creek here.
Yep.
And then I will use my other dash, which can go 25 feet. I'll go behind second here, and I will be okay if the Yeti takes an opportunity attack against me.
Which he definitely will.
Cool.
And fail miserably. So that's a 2, definitely not hitting you.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right. I believe that's the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn. You just see Hosen just huffing it and just gets behind second. It's like, hey guys. Whew. Still take a breath. All right. I gets back up.
Hosen definitely did not run cross country in high school.
Oh, 100%. No.
All right. Big
Okay.
move, big move, big move, big move.
So Yeti will run up to the mage, provoking an opportunity attack from Cinnabon, second, and Hosen if you'd like.
I will do so.
Does he take any spike road damage when he moved out of it?
He does. You can go ahead and roll that.
I need to check something
Hello,
really
Pittman.
fast.
Minus
5
5.
points.
5 points of spike growth damage.
1 second. Just making sure that I. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll hit him with my stick. It's not awesome. 13 to hit.
No, that's not going to do it.
That's fine.
Hosen?
17 to hit.
I wish I had
17
more
will do
caster.
it, yes.
There's no way I get advantage on this because no.
Because he's a douchebag, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
But I'll do 12 piercing damage to him.
All right, not bad. Okay, so when he gets over to the body of the mage.
Wait.
Oh,
Can
yes.
I try to grab his legs and just like make him drag me or slow him down? Or trip him like a grapple without hurting him.
It's an opportunity attack.
So
And a grapple.
Grapple's an attack.
grapple
Grapple's
is an attack. You know what? I like it so much. I'm pretty sure you can do it with raw, but let's do it anyway without even looking it up because
I don't even know what to roll. I guess an unarmed strike. I'm very specifically not going to hurt
Yeah.
him if I do anything. I just want to try and like throw myself in front of his feet, basically.
Yeah. I
So
think, like, unarmed
here's what I
strike and-
think. Here's what I think. I think what we will do is a strength contest.
Yeah.
I know.
This will be great.
I know it
You never
sounds
know.
ridiculous.
Let's roll, maybe. Let's
I know
go.
it sounds, but I'm imagining you kind of like reaching out and grabbing
Yeah.
around his legs and
Mhm.
trying to
No,
do
stop.
that. And I think that constitutes a strength contest.
Makes sense.
10.
Can you beat a 10, Bill?
6.
Let's go! Fucking way! Holy shit! Amazing!
Okay. All right.
amazing.
I can't shove for shit, but second, the strongest out of all of us.
Okay.
For sure.
So here's what we are going to do. I think listen, I want to keep doing this. But I don't think I can like responsibly continue tonight. This is a perfect ending spot where Second has tripped Yeti as he's getting to the mage for reasons we may find out.
We may
next
find
week.
out. Wow.
Find out.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
This was an outstanding fight. I loved every second of it, especially the fact that Second in a strength contest took down.
Wins! Took down fucking Getty.
It's amazing.
Fuck yes.
God.
The height difference for one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just
So fucking intense.
All right.
it's like when you get tripped up by a cat. It's like that. Like that's what I
Yeah,
feel like
100%.
is
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, real quick.
Oh my God, we're all alive! Holy shit!
We're all
Let's-
alive
It was really close.
It was super close.
against 8 mages, the Yeti.
Yeah,
And
no
a
wonder.
dude who was trying to control all of your brains.
Right.
Oh God.
For context, when Bill hopped on the Zoom, I was the only one here, and he goes, I'm nervous. He had every right to be.
Oh.
Oh my God.
So let's go quick rounds. Who are you? Where can we find you? If you got any projects coming up, let us know. Let's start with Smitty.
Smitty, find me in the Discord. No projects. Peace.
Rain.
Oh my
Rain,
God.
I am on TikTok and on Instagram with all of my mermaiding, duetting, cosplaying, adventures, all the fun stuffs and whatnot. And that's Virgo_Rain, RAYNE.
How about you, Alex?
Hello, my name is Alex or Ziva RPG. You can find me on Twitter at Ziva RPG or TikTok when I used to post there as Ziva RPG as well. No new projects coming up. I'm interviewing for jobs, so that's exciting. So hopefully got a new job soon. But otherwise, that's all that's new with me. Thank you all so much for being here.
And how about you, Jacob?
Hey everybody, Jacob Blick, Do Walking Jacob, Twitter, Instagram, Hive, etc., etc. Tomorrow, of course, as always, Wednesday night, Duval's Gaming Journey, and hanging out playing some Final Fantasy IX, and maybe listening to some tunes, because last week we ended up going 7 hours, because I don't know, but I wanted to. And then, of course, heading off to PAX U, so come say what's up, panels aplenty, and just yell Duval really loud, and I'll come find you and give you a really cool amphitheater card and a hug if you want one. Yeah, that's me, Bill.
All right, I'm Philadelphia, and you can find me on the Discord as well. I will also be at PAX 2 this weekend, mostly hanging out with Jacob and just trying to not seem like the awkward friend that is just hanging around the more popular one, being like, hey, he likes me too.
Story of my life.
Right.
I say, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Going to a wedding when you only know the bride.
Yeah. Right.
Mhm.
I mean, listen, that's a pretty good analogy for PAX U with Jacob.
I mean, I just know from people, man. I just
You're just cool as hell, dude.
Oh, stop it! I just know people, and I'm really loud. That typically helps. Anything
right.
else, Billiam?
No, that's it. Let's make sure that people know what's important to us.
Oh yeah, damn Skippy. As we prepare to raid one Waffles Maple Syrup, who is premiering actually a new show tonight, Delta Green show with some familiar faces that you'll see at PAX U if you go. But as always, we like to close out our evenings on the amphitheater by reminding you the following truths: that Black Lives Matter, stop AAPI hate. Trans rights are motherfucking human rights. If you don't have a uterus, you don't get to tell people with uteruses what to do with theirs. It's not your uterus. None of your goddamn business. I always lose my track here, typically. Climate change is real. Read some goddamn comics because they're the only reason why movies are any good right now, i.e. Wakanda Forever. Holy shit. Good stuff. And also Wakanda Forever. Why not? And as always, we have the opportunity to choose love. Thank you so much, as always, for being here. We are going to go say what's up to our Waffles Maple Syrup fam, which you can typically find me over there bi-weekly Thursdays for Outcast and Outclassed. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
And we're out.
Awesome.
Oh,
Okay,
my fucking God.
OMG, you guys. Like, I can't even.
I cannot believe that we are all alive. Holy
On a
shit.
scale of 1 to
Listen,
even,
yeah,
I
it
just
was
can't.
real close there a
It
couple
was
of times.
really close a couple times. I shit you not, I measured that healing word movement like 45 times. Oh, fuck me.
I think I'm the only one who didn't take any damage.
Love it.
Love that for you.
And
Love
I
that for you.
saw Jacob go down. I'm like, wow. Can I just
That
like
fucking nat 20,
leave him?
dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
I negated the nat
Well,
one.
and
It was
then-
the
and
other
then-
two.
And then,
Oh, yeah, because it would have been sooner.
well, that
Yeah.
said, like,
and I was at half health too. On top of that,
you had a ton of like really dangerous spells cast on you, and you fucking rolled really well.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Because
did.
No,
if
I
you
know,
did not,
I know.
like I
I know.
will at some point give you the spells that I was casting. I don't want to ruin like any magic right now, but like that could have been it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Brutal
No doubt.
stuff.
I know. I
Yeah.
saw some of the stuff with the way you were grinning. It was some